Page 101. Sepak takraw. Sepak takraw is a well-known sport in Southeast Asian countries, such as Thailand, Burma, and Malaysia. It is included in the SEA Games competition. The development of Sepak takraw in Thailand. In Thailand, takraw has gradually evolved, especially in the democracy revolution of BE 2475. Around that time, the Department of Physical Education and the Sports Association of Thailand started reinitiating many sports, including takraw. In that period, there were 6 types of takraw competitions, which are 1. Hoop takraw. 2. Endurance kicking takraw. 3. Small circle takraw. 4. Large circle takraw. 5. Net takraw. 6. Trick takraw. Page 102. After BE 2485, takraw became less popular because Thailand was at war. After the Second World War, takraw was again reinitiated. During this time, there were only 2 types of takraw, which were net takraw and hoop takraw. In BE 2504, Burma was the host of the Second Southeast Asian Peninsular Games, the present SEA Games. There was an invitation for takraw players from the Sports Association of Thailand to participate in the event. In addition, Thai takraw players were invited to demonstrate Thai takraw in the Yangon University. Many types of takraw were demonstrated, such as hoop takraw, net takraw, trick takraw, and circle takraw. It was then realized that Yangon University considered takraw as a dominant sport. However, they had only one type of takraw, which was the small circle of trick takraw. The people of Burma were very interested in the demonstration of the Thai takraw players, especially the net takraw, which was a new sport to the Burmese people. Special interests were paid to takraw due to the simplicity of the rules, the excitement and the amusement induced from the sport. Thereafter, there were many demonstrations in Burma. It is considered that Thai takraw has been a success there. Page 103. History of Sepak takraw in the SEA Games. In BE 2502, the first Southeast Asian Peninsular Games were hosted by Thailand. Takraw was not included in the programs of the competition. However, there was a demonstration of Burma's trick takraw. Afterwards, the Thai takraw committee invited the Burmese takraw players to a demonstration of the Thai hoop takraw and net takraw. In this occasion, the Thai takraw committee and the Burmese takraw players exchanged views and opinions. It resulted in an official meeting which was concluded as follows. 1. The Thai Sports Association and the Burma Sports Association would try to include takraw in the programs of the next Southeast Asian Peninsular Games, as the programs then included only international sports but not regional sports. 2. 3 types of takraw, hoop takraw, net takraw, and circle takraw, were decided to be included in the competition. 3. The Thai Sports Association was to draft the competition rules in English for the 3 types of takraw. 4. Both associations would try to find opportunities for friendly takraw competitions between Thailand and Burma, as well as the development of standard rules. 5. Thailand and Burma both tried to distribute takraw to other countries and tried to find opportunities to demonstrate takraw in the region. Page 104. This resulted in the official meeting of the Southeast Asian Peninsular Games Committee for the inclusion of takra in the next competition's program. The committee from each country participated in the drafting of rules and regulations for the competition. The meeting agreed to have a competition of net takra, the same one that was competed in Thailand during that period. However, Malaysia proposed additional Malaysian rules and regulations, especially regarding the serving and the receiving. In this case, Thai rules allowed the receiving by one player, whereas the Malaysian ones allowed 3, once per player. The meeting accepted the Malaysian proposal and concluded that the competition of net takra in Southeast Asian Peninsular Games would have the mixed rules of Thailand and Malaysia, and would call this sport sepak takraw. Later, in BE 2508, Malaysia was the host of the third Southeast Asian Peninsular Games, which included the competition of net takra as sepak takraw for the first time. The competitions have been conducted until the present days. Page 105, Skills. Basic movement skills. The movement in playing takra are different from other sports, particularly in playing small circle takra, large circle takra, and hoop takra. Players do not have many movements as in other sports because they stand in the same spot with his or her own designated area and have their own roles in the game. The movements occur when running to the ball, moving back, left, or right according to the directions of the ball. Players are required to have good observation on the surroundings, such as the directions of the ball and movements of partners and other players. Page 106. Skills on receiving and passing the ball. Skills in receiving and passing the ball mean the skills of kicking methods. The first time to practice kicking a ball should be done alone. The purpose of practicing kicking skill is to 1. Be able to kick in different forms because each form has different method of kicking. Each form needs time to practice so that a player can kick correctly and precisely. 2. Be able to kick precisely and able to control the directions of the ball to desired targets. Every kick is seen as equally important. 3. Be able to kick without losing the ball and able to play every ball even though it is a difficult ball, a fast ball, or a far ball. 4. Be able to have beautiful kicking posture, form, and coordination of every part of the body. This is because a sport is considered an art for players and audiences. Beautiful kicking posture increases the thrill and excitement in the game. Page 107. Rules. A male player must wear a t-shirt, shorts, and trainers with rubber bottom. Female players wear t-shirt with sleeves and knee-length shorts. Accessories, which may cause accidents, are not allowed on the players. In case where the weather is cold, players are allowed to wear jackets. Point counting. The counting system of points for this sport is rally point system. 1. The competition is done in 2-3 sets. The first and second set are finished at 15 points. If the points are equaled at 14-14, the set is continued as follows. 1.1. A team with first 2 leading points wins that set. 1.2. If no team leads by 2 points, the set is continued until it reaches 17 points. Page 108. 2. If both teams won 1 set each, the third set, which is the deciding set, will be started. It is started by casting lots to decide who will first serve or choose the court. In the third set, the game is ended at 15 points. If both teams reach 14 points, the game is continued as follows. 2.1. A team which first leads by 2 points wins the set. 2.2. If both teams reach 14 points, the game is continued until a team first reaches 17 points. The team with 17 points wins that set.